Hi friends, thanks for joining me for some eco printing fun. But I want you to tell me if you think this is a pass or a fail. So I've done eco printing before, but this time I did it a little bit different and I actually tried to follow some directions. But in my typical style, I couldn't follow them all exactly as they said because I just don't have time for that business. But here's what I did. As you can see here, I am pouring some vinegar onto this tray. And I'm going to soak my petals and leaves in the vinegar. Now you're supposed to do it overnight, but I don't have time for that either. Also, in my tea kettle, you're supposed to warm up water and alum. Well, I looked that up and I think it was okay for me to substitute baking soda. So I went ahead and I put that in the tea kettle to get that warmed up. After I let the petals soak in the tray for a little while, I went ahead and poured everything into a bowl. And now I'm putting my paper in the tray and I'm pouring the alum water over top of that. Now, in the directions, they called it something else, but since that's what I used, that's what I'm going to call it. I wanted to spread the water around a little bit, particularly on this first piece of paper. And now I am placing the rose petals down on the paper. Now, you are supposed to use fresh petals and leaves. Mine were a little bit dry, which was another reason I did want to make sure that I went ahead and soaked them for a little while. Now, when you eco dye, you are supposed to put some kind of pressure down on the paper and the plant material. Now, I've seen this done in many different ways. And so I'm just doing it with my hand. I've seen people use books. I've seen people use bricks. I've seen people use their feet. I have seen people use paper clips, or not paper clips, but clothespins. But I just figured if my paper was wet enough and I pressed everything down with my hand, I felt like that would be enough pressure. And I did every single sheet. So I put the sheet down, I poured some of the water on it, which has the baking soda. Yeah, the baking soda in it. And then I put the petals down, and then I put another sheet, and then I did the pressing. And so I pressed it down every single time. I'm going to show the results to you at the end of this video. I just kind of wanted to show you the steps that I took so that you could see what I did, what I started with, what I used, and then you could see the results. And what I find, and you'll see this shortly, is that using the alum actually, I don't know, I feel like, and it could have been the vinegar too, I'm not really sure, it almost removed some of the colors, which I thought was really strange. Like I said, I've done this before, and I feel like I got better results the first 2 times that I did this. Now, if you like neutral colors, then you might like the results of how this came out. I like to have other colors in my eco dyes. I'm just not one for neutrals. You'll notice that if you know my work, I really don't use neutrals very often. And if I do use them, I usually mix them with some colors. Now, that being said, these are definitely one-of-a-kind papers. But I would say that next time I would use more leaves. The leaves actually came through really nicely. And the petals, you could definitely see them. But the leaves have like definitive markings. I'm definitely going to do this again, but I'm not going to use the baking soda or the vinegar, and I'm going to see how they turn out. Now I'm going to cover my tray with aluminum foil. I turned the oven on 300 degrees, and these particular instructions that I was following said to basically bake them for 2 hours. So another thing I want to mention about that was towards the end of my baking cycle, the pan was almost dry. So make sure you add plenty of liquids. Here are the results. You'll need to let me know what you think. Let me know if you like them. The paper is way more yellow than I anticipated, which I don't mind because I do love the color yellow. But they're just really different than what I expected. Now they're unusual, and I do like unusual things. This paper here got a little bit tattered, so I'll just have to use that to make like little embellishments or something. But they're really different. They're really different than what I expected. So let me know if you like them or not. As I'm showing them to you, you will see the petal markings, but the ones that really come out nicely are the leaves. So as I mentioned earlier in the video, the leaves are definitely something that I want to add more of the next time that I do this. I will say that I love the feeling of the paper after it goes through this process. It's like crunchy and it feels and it sounds really cool. Look at that. See, the leaf comes out really, really nice. The petals, not as much. I did enjoy the process and I didn't count the pages, but as you can see, I got a pretty good amount of pages. I think only 2 of them I can't use in journals because they're a little bit too tattered. The rest of them should hold up just fine. Now, I was thinking that I might go ahead and add some gold to these. I think that that could add a really cool element, or I could add some stenciling to some of them. That could end up looking really neat too. What I can't decide is if they are worth the effort. So let me know if you think that they're worth the effort so far. All right, my friends, thanks for checking it out. I appreciate you being here. Thanks for watching. See you soon.